Hi everyone, I'm Lissa Markwardt and this is a coachable moment. As a career and a life coach, so often clients come to me because they don't know what their passion is and they don't know how to find it. It could be in the work that they do, the relationships that they have, or how they might want to spend their leisure time. I just happened to be babysitting my 15-month-old grandson, and I just realized he has pretty much demonstrated a brilliant example of the process that I initially guide my clients through. Let me show you.
There's Garrison.
As you can see, Garrison has been experiencing a lot of different things recently this morning. And that's the first thing that I encourage my clients to do when they're trying to discover their passion, is to experience as many different things in as many different ways as possible. They might be things that are brand new, never experienced before. They might be things that you've been telling yourself for a long time that you would get around to it someday, but you've just never allowed yourself the time. Or they might just be something that all of a sudden show up and maybe you just give them a shot. But experience as many different things as you can. And as Garrison demonstrates throughout his day, is stay with the things that derive some sort of pleasure for you. It could be fascination, curiosity, it could be exhilaration, any sort of pleasure that you derive from something that will keep you wanting to stay with it and trying as many different aspects of it as possible. And when it gets to the point where you are no longer fascinated, you are no longer exhilarated, you're not deriving any more pleasure from it, and you've tried every different angle that you can think of, then as Garrison does, put it down and move on to something else. Span the horizons. What else is out there? What else could I do? What else can I experience? And discover what it is that you love about it or don't love about it. Do more of what you love and less of what you don't. And when the pleasure exhausts itself, move on. There's no harm in moving on. Another thing about being 15 months old is Garrison will never tell himself, because he can't think in words, things like, I have to stay with this even though I'm bored out of my mind because my mom has spent a lot of money on this toy and I can't walk away from it. He also won't tell himself things like, you know what, I'm a little bit scared to try this because I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know where it's going to lead. So he doesn't tell himself things like that and talk himself out of things or limit himself. So allow yourself the opportunity to experience a lot of different things by not talking yourself out of trying them in the first place. Let me give you an example from my life. My son just recently got an air gun, and he was in my yard practicing with the target, and he said to me, Mom, do you want to try it? And I thought to myself, no, I do not want to shoot a gun. But I said to myself, you know what? I need to walk my talk. And so I went ahead and let him walk me through how do you scope the target, how do you cock it so that the rifle will fire. And so I got it down and got it, the target sighted in, pulled the trigger, and I was amazed. I actually hit the target. I didn't even think I was going to be in the yard. So that was awesome for me. It was super fun. I was really excited by it. And so now what I do is I will carve time out of my chores, out of paying bills, doing things that I don't love to do so I can spend some time doing some target practice with that gun. I never would have thought I wanted to shoot a gun, but I tried something new. It showed up in front of me and I said yes. So I'm even thinking about taking a marksman's class. I have zero intentions of doing anything with that professionally, obviously. And I can't even see myself hunting, but for some reason, it's just fun for me and I want to do more of it. So in a nutshell, to have a more passionate life, try more things, do more of what you love, less of what you don't, and see where it leads you. Nobody can do that for you. Only you can experience the things that bring you some sort of pleasure. So that's my coachable moment for today. Thanks so much for listening in, and I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, cheers to really living your life.